ايه رأيك في البناطيل الساقطة؟
ما فيهاش مشكلة، موافق عليها يعني.
ايه رأيك في موضة البناطيل الضيقة بتاعت اليومين دول؟
موضة سخيفة الصراحة، أنا ما بحبهاش خالص.
What do you think of the fashion of slim pants?
In my point of view, I like it. I like slim pants personally, but it first of all developed to us from Western actors and Western celebrities.
Thank you. What do you think of boys and girls kissing each other in public?
I think it's a Western culture that they are trying to imitate. That's it.
Okay, thank you. What do you think of Westernization of Arabic identity?
I think that the Westernization of Arabic identity it's a significant question, but it's out of place. The question for me falls more into the form of class relations, because you can really correlate Western influence with class relations depending on what class one is part of is usually more or less Westernized. That's for a simple reason. It's because the West was the one in the last 100 to 200 years that was able to make a really big push forward in terms of economics and in terms of being the richest country developing the first world versus the third world, etc. So I think really it's a natural human tendency, and humans tend to align themselves with a person who is more likely to aid in their survival or reproduction. And in our society, richness is what makes you align for higher survival. Therefore, you can only expect that in a society that promotes these kind of values, that promotes materialistic values of just being more and more and more wealthy than other human beings, that clearly people will align themselves with the culture that has most succeeded at doing that. It's sort of the philosophy of all for myself and none for anyone else, or to care for oneself and detach oneself from the species as much as possible. You can't really ask the question of Westernization in a superficial sense, because then it's just a trend, it's just a fashion. If you want to go to the deeper, sort of more meaningful part of it, you have to ask, how does this link with us as human beings, as a species per se? And I think that's how it links. It links through wealth and through power inequalities and through people trying to align themselves with the highest power on the planet right now, essentially.
Thank you. What do you think of the Westernization of Arabic identity?
In general, or in something special, clothes, or
Included in the lifestyle.
everything is getting here in AUC, for example, everything is getting Americanized. Even how people wear their clothes, we can see we didn't have this in our culture before. I can't say if it's something good or bad. Everyone can choose whatever he wants to wear, but it's new. It's new to our culture. Um, uh, that's when we are talking about clothes. You need something else. You're asking about something else other than clothes. Even I want to say that even in our daily routine, we changed. We eat the Western food now. We wear like them. We study in their language. Everything changed. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Hey doctor, what do you think of the Westernization of Arabic identity?
I hope as your society grows and improves that you will remember your own traditions, that you will not forget your heritage, your music, your foundation and beliefs as a people. You've brought much to this world already, and so as you take on new ideas from the West, I hope that you will pick and choose what seem to be the best ideas, like picking sugar from the sand. But be true to your own culture, to your own people, and how you treat one another, I think is the best values. And that here in Egypt, and I am a guest, I have been received with warm reception, and I hope that those types of values and the caring for one another as people continues, and that you keep those kinds of values ahead of any kind of progress. Because without human kindness towards one another, there is no.
What do you think of the Westernization of Arabic identity?
I think it's mainly because of the media. The Western media has been like publishing a lot of entertainment and like Hollywood stuff about the West, which the Arab youth watches regularly, and they get affected by it. Like it affects their lifestyle, their way of dressing up, their way of speaking. Yeah, that's mainly it.
Does it affect our Arabic identity?
Yeah, I think like it depends on the person though. Like some people will still be able to keep their Arab identity, while others might like get completely Westernized.
Thank you. What do you think of the slim pants?
Everyone nowadays wears slim pants, and some girls wear like very skinny fit slim pants. Sometimes it's I won't say it's not proper, but sometimes it's not proper for college.
Thank you. From where do you think it comes from?
Of course, from a place in Europe. It's not an Egyptian thing.
Do you think it affects our Arabic identity?
Yeah, because that's not the original Egyptian costumes. The original Egyptian costumes, you know, hijab and these stuff, but sorry, but European culture is more invading our culture by its new costumes and tradition and whatever.
Is it beneficial?
According to the thing, sometimes it's beneficial, sometimes it's harmful. According to the thing that's invading our culture, if it's making progress in the Egyptian culture, of course it would be beneficial.
Okay, thank you. Bye. What do you think of torn trousers?
Well, I think that it's totally normal. It's similar to any short, it's just torn. And I think it originally was founded in the Western community. And it was transported to us by tourism and stuff like that.
Okay, thank you.
Most people are going to say that they come from the West, which is not true, because my mom used to wear them in the 90s, my grandma used to wear them in the 60s, and that wasn't really thought of, wasn't really a westernized century or era. So I think it comes from my grandma and their generation.